What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Today, we're going to do a very special video, something that's been on my mind for a while. I'm going to talk to you about Lotto Fridays, how I trade them, why they're beneficial, and we're going to break down a few trades from Friday itself. All right. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. First, let me send some love to the Trading Wars Army and whoever's here. CC, what's going on? Rollbit, what's going on? Edwin, Trading Wars Army, what's going on, brother? Hellshock, Spirit, Ramon, Trading Wars Army, Euro, what's going on? AV, Trading Wars Army, Bernard, Willers. Thanks for being here, guys, on a Saturday. Appreciate your time very, very much. Okay, so I'm going to start off right off the bat with a little bit of context. Gus, what's going on? So why do we trade? Why would I even come up with an idea of trading just Fridays? So the first thing is, obviously I've been trading a long time, and what I noticed is Fridays tend to have a lot more volatility. So as a day trader, especially when you're trying to make money, you can't make money if the stock goes sideways, especially with options. If you're doing naked long calls and puts, if you're doing some kind of complex option strategy, maybe, but a lot of the times the risk to reward is not even in your favor. So I don't recommend that. But as day traders, we hunt for volatility. Why does Friday have a lot of volatility? Well, there's a few reasons. A lot of the times there's funds rebalancing on a Friday. So month end, quarter end, year end, even just weekly, there's institutions that on a Friday will adjust their weighting in the S&P, in metals, gold, in different instruments. And because they do that, it leads to a lot of volatility because we're talking about big money changing hands, changing instruments. So that's one of the reasons right off the bat. The other reason here, guys, is the weekend risk. That's a big thing. And a lot of the times, large institutions or just regular people in general, holding something over the weekend is always a gamble because there's always going to be potential for news, potential for drama. And when the market is closed, you can't do anything to stop that. Even with futures trading, the earliest you can adjust for that is on a Sunday. And, I've been through that where I've held a lot of future contracts long, being up, 80, 100 grand, and having the COVID news come out on a Saturday or a Sunday and then just gapping down 10% right off the bat, 5% right off the bat. So this is why on Fridays, there's a lot of decisions to be made. There's also a lot of hedges that are taking place on. So, on a very bullish day, you'll sometimes see institutions buy puts for hedges. So with all of this drama, with all of this action, with all of this craziness happening on Fridays, it gives a great opportunity for day traders to come and make some money because we're going to likely have a lot of volatility, a lot of movement, and that's what we need as day traders. So hit me with the 6 if that makes sense. Eric, Trading Wars Army, what's going on, brother? Corey Lewis, what's going on with the $4.99 super sticker? Thank you, brother. You always donate, and I always appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. One of my day one friends right here. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Okay. So that's kind of the background on why trading just Fridays. Another thing is risk mitigation. A lot of the times what happens, and from my experience trading for a long time and working with a lot of traders, is usually Monday to Thursday, traders are so eager. They're so eager to make money. And that's great. Like, we all want to make money, right? And it's very admirable for someone to be putting in the work, putting in the effort. They want to crush it. But guess what happens? Monday to Thursday, they blow up. They overtrade, they oversize, and then by Friday they don't have any funds left, or they've used their day trading allowances and they can't trade on a Friday, right? So that's the other issue here is Friday allows you to just focus on one day of the week where you're likely to have volatility and you can risk all your eggs on that day, and obviously within a certain percentage, and then you can move on to next week. But a lot of the times I see that some people don't even get to Friday. They don't even get there because Monday to Thursday, they're over trading, they're getting FOMO, they're trying to do crazy things. And then by time Friday, they don't have an edge, they don't have any money. And most of all, they're mentally burnt out. And being mentally burnt out on a Friday when there's zero DTE exposure can literally lead to you blowing up your account. And I've seen it time and time again. And I've done it in the past when I first started trading. So that's why I can speak to that. All right. So hit me with a 3 if that makes sense. Chris Wagner, what's going on, brother? $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. So you guys understand what I'm saying here? So that's the basis of this presentation today, is understanding that Fridays, a lot more volatility. There could be a better edge there. Also understanding that, new traders, rookies in general, they don't get to Friday. They don't make it to Friday. They blow up. And having a laser focus is very, very good for keeping your mental capacity. Because understand this, I've taken 500 trades, close to 500 trades this year. And if I don't pace myself, then I will blow up. I will. And I will be over exhausted. I will be overutilized. So make sure you have some kind of process to handle your mental capital. And mental capital is just as important as financial capital. All right. Okay, so that's that's the background why I just trade Fridays. I wrote about this extensively in my books, guys, at tradingwars.com. And now let's go ahead and talk about my process. So let's talk about how I actually trade. So I have two types of trading that I do on Fridays. I do automated tradings and I do non-automated trading. Okay, so automated trading is like these plays that I did on Friday: Roblox, Disney, Starbucks. Okay, so let me just show you the whole process. Okay, and then what we'll do is just remind me if I miss any of these topics, because I'm going to be flipping through a lot here. Okay, so the first thing is this. So on Thursday night, what we have to do is we have to scan. Okay, so on Thursday night we scan, and I always post my Lotto Friday picks for you guys on Thursday night. Okay, so make sure you follow Twitter because I always post the picks. So these were my picks: Roblox, Johnson Johnson, Starbucks, and Disney. And those, I like to keep it to around 4 stock picks. I don't like to go too much. I do post some bonus picks, but I personally like to keep it around 4. It's really good for managing capital and giving you a diversification. All right, so right here, so I posted it on Thursday night, and Roblox was my number 1 pick. It had this special pattern. Okay, so what I want to do now is flip through all of these charts: Roblox, Johnson Johnson, Starbucks, and Disney. Okay, and what I'm going to do there is I'm going to just show you how their daily charts were set up. So let me just make a new tab right here. Okay, so we're going to go to Roblox, and this is a very important note. So if you're taking notes, now's the time. Okay, so Roblox had a double inside bar pattern as well as an outside bar. So this is a very rare, extremely rare pattern. It's an outside bar into a double inside. So you won't probably see this on Roblox for the rest of the year. I don't even think we could find one on the chart in recent memory. I do not see that, going back to 2021 at all. So make sure that you are looking for stocks that have a high chance of breaking out. So how do you know if it has a high chance of breaking out? Well, that's why I post the picks. I look for stocks that have particular patterns. So this was one of the patterns I was looking at. Okay, now let's go ahead to Disney. So why did I want to pick Disney? Simple here, guys, an inside bar. So we had a simple inside bar in Disney. And generally with these inside bars, we see a little bit of an increase in volatility the next day. So that's why Disney was on my list. Let's keep going. So we had Johnson & Johnson. Same thing. Johnson & Johnson had a basic inside bar. So that's exactly why I wanted to do that. And then we had Starbucks, which was a basic inside bar. So before you make sure you follow the Twitter, all right? Because I have picks there for you guys. So you don't have to do all this work. So I run my scanners. One of the platforms I use is Trendspider. I'll talk about that in a bit. But what my point is here is that you need to be able to have basically a condition before you pick a stock. We just don't pick stocks for the hell of it. We pick stocks for a reason. Okay. And that's why I always scan and I always look for stocks that meet my criteria first. Okay. So that's step 1. So make sure you write that down. And I like to think about it like this. Before you're making a good meal, you got to season the meal. Before you put the chicken on the grill, you want to season up the chicken. You know what I mean? Make sure it tastes good. So that's what I like to do. On Thursday nights, I want to scan for stocks that I feel like will have a high chance of making a move. And when I trade these stocks, particularly, I love to use automated style of trading because it allows me to set it up the night before. I put the trade in the broker and it'll do its own thing. It'll get filled. Once it gets filled, then it comes to my attention. Okay. Once I get filled, then I'm like, okay, where's my target? Where's my stop loss? How do I manage this position? But until I get filled, I don't care. And that's the best way to deal with an automated perspective because I'm also trading SPY, which is non-automated. That one is live. Okay, but let's go ahead now and then let's hit the replay on Roblox and then let me walk you through. Let me just make sure I'm going through all the topics here. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm going to hop into my Discord here and then I'm going to look at my trade plans. So So I come up with the automated trade plans. I come up with it the night before. Okay. And I'm going to show you how you can do this on your own. If you want to come into the Discord with us, I have them posted every single day as well as with the options. But I come up with a plan the night before for the stocks that I want to trade, and I put them into my broker using automated orders. I use conditional bracket orders, stop limit orders. If I'm doing options, I use conditional orders. Okay. So here we go. So Roblox, let's walk through this one as an example. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the replay. Did I hit the replay already? Yes, I did. Okay. So our long entry here was 39.61. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that in green. Boom, boom, boom. Make this in green. And our stop loss was 39.03. So we'll go ahead and put this down here. 39.03. We'll put this in red. And notice like my stop loss placement is really important. It's below this long wick that went into the close. And that wick right there was a sign to me that there was a buyer there. So I like to put my stop loss below any important wicks. What else do we have here? So then our target here for Roblox was 40.15. So that's my first target. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead here, copy and paste, and we're gonna go 40.15 right there. Keep your questions for the ends, guys. Keep your question for the end. I want you to pay attention right now. Okay. So let's go ahead here, and I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart so we can watch this in detail. So remember, this order, I put it the night before. I don't have to watch it. Okay. At the minimum, you just need to put your entry and your stop. You can always work on your target later on. Okay. In the day, you can always work on the target. So let's go. First candle comes in. All right. We're below. Okay. We're hanging out down here. So nothing's happening yet. And then we start to pick up steam. Okay. So remember, we're not into the trade until the green line breaks. So boom. So there we go. So we're in the trade within 3 minutes. And our first target is here. That's where I like to scale out some. And then all I do from that point, guys, is I start to use these Fibonacci extensions, which are my style of taking profits. I put the extensions on here, and then I start to take it as we go up and up and up the ladder. Okay. And then eventually, once you complete a few targets here, then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and move your stop loss to break even. All right. So that's basically that's the first strategy of trading Lotto Fridays, which is called the trigger method. So the trigger method, so let me just rewrite this down. So the trigger method is basically looking for a particular level or line in the sand and letting it break out. Okay. So that was Roblox. So Roblox, that was the big boy for me. That made my Lotto Friday. So I made about 4 times my money on Roblox. And pretty much if I lose the other 3 stocks, this will still make me positive at the end of the day. So just think about it like this. Each one of these, let's say you risk $100, right? And then on Roblox, you make $400 and the other 3, you lose 100, just hypothetically speaking. Okay. You still walk away with $100 in profit. The main thing is the volatility is there on a Friday. And if you position size properly, manage your stops properly, you have the ability to walk away every Friday profitable. You definitely have that ability. You just have to be disciplined. You just have to have proper sizing and don't overtrade, no FOMO. And automated orders helps me stay away from putting myself into bad trades. Okay. So that's why I love mixing it up. I love to have those setups there as well. So go ahead, guys, hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. So that's the first example, Roblox. Let's go ahead and do another one. We're going to do Disney. And then I'm going to talk about SPY as well, which is the automated style that I do. Okay. So let's go ahead to Disney. So I'll do the same thing right here. So Disney. Okay. Go ahead, hit the replay. Right. Hey, actually, is the replay already on? No, I don't think it is. There we go. Okay, boom. Okay, so we hit the replay here. And another way to visually look at this is let's just look at this as a box. So I think sometimes this helps me look at things and this might help you. So let's just say this box is what you're looking at. Okay. So if we zoom out here, right? You see this box was Thursday's price action for Disney. Okay. And it was inside of Wednesday's price action. So what do we have that's happening here? We have an inside day which is chopping up the option premiums. It's chopping up. It's getting tighter and tighter. It's trapping traders. It's trapping bulls and bears because the bulls are long over here, but we're not really getting anywhere. The bears are short up here. We're not really getting anywhere. So this kills option premiums and it gives us an edge to come the next day and to take that trade. Okay. Hit me with a 2 if does that box strategy help you visualize this a little bit better? So we have a bigger range on a Wednesday, and then on Thursday we have a tight range, and then we come to the trade plans right here and we get our entry. So our short entry was 96.09. So we'll go ahead here. Let me put this in. Let me draw this up here. So 96.09. And I'm going to make this yellow. Okay. So on Lotto Friday, I guess we can talk about this real quick. You can do options or shares. If you're struggling with options, do shares. Don't force yourself to do options because it's very volatile, very, very volatile. If you don't know what you're doing, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it right now. Or if you want to do options, do the next Friday out. Don't do the same day expiry if you're just getting into this, unless you paper trade it. And I want you to trade with shares. If you can't make money trading shares, you can't make money trading options, period. And that's something that people won't tell you, but I'll tell you it straight up because I'm out here on a Saturday teaching you guys, and I'm going to tell you the right way. Okay. So if you can't make money trading shares, you will not make money trading options. The end. Okay. Let's continue. So the yellow line is our line where we're going to go short. So let's go ahead down to the 1 minute chart. Let's go to 2 minutes so we can see a little bit better. Okay. So we're watching the yellow line. Boom. So Disney opens right here. It's in our box still. Okay. And the yellow line is where we want to go short. We haven't gotten there yet. Boom. We put this in this tight inside bar. And this actually is going to line up with another strategy, which I'll teach you in a second. So here's our tight inside bar. Let me zoom in. Then boom, we're hanging out a little bit. We're hanging out. Okay, we're going sideways. Okay, not doing much really. And then finally we pick up steam and bam, there we go. So the yellow line is our entry. We get filled right off the bat. Boom. And then literally an easy way to think about it is watch the box. So we break through this box. That's the previous day's low. And then we have the bigger box down here. So once we start coming into these boxes, you got to be hitting profits, taking profits. And then once we start to get back like a little bit further extended away, you want to get your stop loss to break even in order to protect your position. And especially when we start coming outside of the box like this, that's where you want to make sure you lock in the most, because this, remember, this part of the box over here is the previous day, the previous day's low. Okay. And that could always act as a support, which it did. All right. So there we go. So that's another example. That's Disney automated options trading right there. And though that is, again, a recap of the trigger method. So hit me with a 6 if that makes sense. All right. This is going a little bit longer than I expected because I don't want to keep you guys here all day. Probably going to have to split this up into a few parts. Maybe we'll do this every Saturday for the next 5 to 10 Saturdays, and I'll share a different strategy with you each time. Okay. Because I know that if I do videos that are too long, it doesn't really work well with the algorithm. So I went short here because it broke my short trigger. Okay. If it had broken my long trigger up here, I would have went long. I don't have a bias. If it breaks it, I take it. So it was really nice because Roblox, I was able to go long, and then Disney, I was able to go short. Okay. And then I can just show you some of the profit right here. Okay. So I post that on Twitter. Make sure you follow Twitter. All right. So that's my automated style of trading. And with the automated style of trading, I'm going to share something with you that's very important. And I need you to write this down. So if you want to do options, I wrote about this extensively in my book. This is called conditional orders. So a lot of the times, the biggest issue with options is right at the open, 5, 10, 15 minutes in, the premiums are going to be super expensive. But you can actually program the broker. Some brokers do this. So the broker I use, Interactive Brokers, they allow you to do this. You can set it up where it'll only trade after 9:30. It'll only take your option play after 9:30. So, sorry, after 9:45. So after 15 minutes from the open. Okay. And you can build all of these conditions. So for example, with Roblox, I could write an order to the broker that says, look, don't buy the options on this big candle. Buy it on this candle when it comes back in. because this big candle, the premiums are going to be too high. And that's something that I'm building right now. I'm working on it for the time part of it. I already know how to, I already do it. Like, just if it breaks the level, buy the options. But I want to add another factor, say, okay, between 11 to 12 o'clock, buy the options. Why? Because between that time, I'm going to get a better deal. Does that make sense? That might be a little bit advanced, but that's something I'm working on this as a side project. So hit me with a 5 if you think that makes sense. If you trade options long enough, you understand what I'm saying. But for those of you that are still new, you focus on shares. Nothing wrong with shares. Make money trading shares, then make a lot more money trading options. Okay? All right. So now we'll go to SPY. So SPY is SPY is the way that I do my live trading. So my live trading is done on SPY. So I have a live trading room for SPY, and I'll just walk you through what we did on basically Friday. Okay. So first thing is I'm going to hit the replay, and I already have my chart marked up, so we won't waste too much time marking it up. So the white line, so the first thing to remember is we got long back on Wednesday. We were able to get long near the lows, pretty much right around here, 385.24, and we rolled that into the close. So we definitely had a little bit of a bullish sentiment, but we always adapt to the price action in front of us. So let's go ahead and look at this. So the white line is the previous day's high and low. The green line is my long entry trigger, and the red line is my short entry trigger, and the triggers can be found right here. Okay. So what I did right off the bat, let me go to the live commentary just to walk you guys through. So inside open, we need to be careful. Could be very choppy. 4 minutes to open. Who's ready? So I said, let's keep the size small today, as this inside open can be very choppy. And we got long at 8:37 Central, 9:37 Eastern, and we hit target 1 and target 2, and then I got the stop loss to break even. So let me show you what we did. So anytime we open inside of the range like this, it leads to a lot of chop. Generally, it doesn't just go vertically down or vertically up. And the reason is because this is neutral. It's not trapping anybody. When you open near the bottom or the top, you gap, that is trapping the bulls or the bears. So here we go. So the first play that I took, guys, was this inside bar. So this is strategy number 2, which is called fractal trading. So add my golden indicators right here. I'll add it right now. I'll send it to you. This is my free golden indicators. What it does is it highlights my patterns. So it highlights inside bars and outside bars, and holy grails are in yellow. The only one that's not a part of the free one is the Nirvana, which is the blue one, which I only have for book members because, you know, I launched it with the book and I want to be fair to them. Okay. So back on SPY, so we had the inside bar, it highlights in yellow. That's what my golden indicator does for me. And then we just took the breakout of this inside bar. So I'm going to stack a Fibonacci on this bar like so. And then you're going to see right here, guys, we broke the high. That's my entry to go long. The first target is the 272. The second target is the 50. So I always have a mechanical way of taking profits. And then we started to hit all of these targets on the way up. I got the stop loss to break even once we got there, guys. And that was a good, quick day trade at the open. Very, very clean. So that was my live call out there. And then from there, guys, we had a few plays. So remember, the green line, we want to go long. The red line, we want to go short. So the first thing that happened is the morning Fibonacci leg did not work. It failed, but we came down very close to the trigger. So I want you to pay attention to this. I'm going to switch over to the 5-minute chart. So this goes back with my indicators, okay? So we're here on the 5-minute chart. The red line is where we want to go short. But notice right before we get to the red line, look at that. Very, very close. We put in this pattern. So for those of you who have been following me for a long time, what pattern is this? What Trading Wars pattern is this, guys? Who knows? Who knows? Who's been paying attention? What pattern is this? Right? And this pattern is exclusive to my Discord, guys. If you have the book or you're in the Discord, you get this pattern for life. For life. Okay. It doesn't matter if you sign up. It doesn't matter if you leave after a month. You will get this pattern for life. So this right here is the Ragnarok. It's an inside, outside, inside. Very, very rare pattern. We don't see it often. And what it's basically signaling here, guys, it's a trap. So we had, you could see down here, the bears tried to push lower on this wick, and then boom, it shot right back up. We paused again with an inside bar, and then wham, we just started to rise back up from here. So now we went straight into the green line, which was our trigger, right? So our green line was our trigger to go long. And then we could see we got a nice push there, and then we came back down and then made a new high. So the trigger was very, very, very good. And then the last play of the day, which was excellent, was the 786 Fibonacci, which is the evening, the afternoon evening leg here. And what I'm going to do here is just draw the golden zone, which is from the 50 to the 786 right there. And I'm just going to show you how the Fibonacci, the algorithm, stepped in on that day. We came here, tagged the 786 right there. Boom, one time. And then that's all she wrote. Algorithm took it all the way back up, guys. So beautiful trade there. That's where you'll be buying your calls at a discount. So there we go, my friends. Look, so SPY is my live trading. It's not automated unless I'm using a trigger. Triggers I will automate. But like if I'm looking for a Ragnarok, I got to see that in real time. If I'm looking for a fib, I got to see that in real time. And that's why we have the Fibonacci live room right here where we draw the fibs together with everybody in real time. Okay. So yeah, so that's it, guys. That's a summary. I have automated and non-automated trades. Friday is really good because of the volatility. We can expect, because we're going into the weekend, we could be going into month end, weekly closes, all of these things factoring in. Institutions are position sizing, they're hedging, they're doing all these things. And the biggest weakness I see with new traders is they don't allow themselves to even get to Friday. They burn out either their financial capital or their mental capital by Friday. The plan that they had at the beginning of the week, by the time Friday comes, they're doing something else. And that's fine. That's a part of learning. Trust me, I've been there. But if you could maybe just condense your trades to 50 trades a year, 45 trades a year, 40 trades a year, and you just focus on Fridays, imagine how much longevity you'll have in this game. Okay. So hit me with an 8, guys, if you enjoyed that. This is like part 1. I'm going to probably do more of this if you guys like it. If you guys show me some love here, hit me with a subscribe and just like and comment at the end of the video. I'm going to end the broadcast. Let me know you want to see part 2. I can do this every Saturday or try to every Saturday because I already stream every day. So sometimes I like to take a little break on Saturday, but I wake up with this fire inside of me. Like I got to get a message out. I got to show stuff. I got to do stuff. I just feel that obligation every day. I think it's because I've been doing it for so long. So now I just feel like I'm obligated. So, but I want to see the support. Okay. If you guys enjoyed that. All right. As always, my friends, check me out at tradingwars.com. If you want to go ahead and trade live with me right now, I'm doing this bundle deal sale. It expires tomorrow. Okay. At the very least, I'll be increasing the price. I might get rid of it altogether because I don't really have the time to do one-on-one trainings, but I offered it here with this bundle. So what you get in this bundle, guys, all 3 of my books, you get 4 months in the Discord. Okay. That's a regular price of $200. The books, that's $300. You get 2 seminars, the VIP seminar and the stock seminar, full access to the Fib channels. And you'll get this 100 trade challenge journal where you're going to do this challenge. I'm going to make sure you do this challenge right here. And then at the end of this challenge, I'm going to give you a one-on-one coaching session with me. And I'm going to review your trades and we're going to work on whatever your weaknesses are. And it might be over trading. It might be oversizing. It might be too scared to trade. There's many, many things. And I'll make sure to walk you through that on our 30-minute session. All right, guys. So consider this. The regular price says $1,100, but trust me, it's worth a lot more than that based on the $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000 that I see people selling moving average crossovers for. Okay, but I won't do you guys like that. You'll also get lifetime access to all my indicators and scanners. What else? We're also doing a seminar tomorrow. That's number 3. We do a seminar every 2 months, which goes through all of the results of the Trading War systems and where we're at on the year. Are we positive or negative? So that's tomorrow. And that is for members of the Discord only. Or if you buy the bundle deal today, I'll shoot you the link. Tomorrow is the seminar at 2:00 Eastern. Okay, so let me just show you guys. If anybody's in the Discord and they don't know where to go, right here under events, Trading War seminar number 3. Okay. So we're going to have a good time tomorrow. Be very one-on-one. I have order entries prepared. So those of you that don't understand how to put orders in, I have screenshots ready for the seminar tomorrow. I just can't share everything here because I'm not supposed to be telling you how to put in orders in your broker. That's what the broker is for. Okay. That's not, I can't legally tell you how to do that. Right. So that's why certain things I leave it for my Discord where people understand, the risk and rewards and all that stuff. Okay. Thanks for your time, my friends. Tradingwars.com is the place to check me out. Don't get scammed by these dumbass scammers here on YouTube and on Twitter. I try my best to block them. Please, I don't have Telegram. I don't do any of that. Tradingwars.com is the only place to find me at. Enjoy your Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And we'll be doing giveaways tomorrow. So make sure you go ahead and leave a comment as well. Thank you very much. Take care.